Hello everybody, welcome on my channel, welcome here on the flying field. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon of Thursday, the 17th of October 2024. There is some wind. I think it comes from the east. This wind, yes, from the east. Yeah. We are here to fly with the E-flite Air Tractor 1.5 meter. This is for now my only model. I'm quite happy with this model. It's very good for grasshoppers. It rolls well if you pull on the stick of the elevator. Yes. It rolls well in the grass, so it's a good model for grasshoppers, and with his yellow color you can see it very well in the sky, blue or gray. Wow, the wind is rising, but should be okay. Let's see if the control surfaces, if they work well. Ailerons, elevator, rudder, flaps,
flaps up, throttle cut off,
and the engine. Yes, everything seems to work well. The wind is not too strong, I think it's okay. So it looks like we have optimal conditions. So here we have the east, the south, the west, the north, and again the east. And the wind seems to come from southeast, from there. Yes, this direction. I would say southeast. Oh, what is that? There is a dog. That means there must be some people too. Okay. We have to be careful. I try not to fly over people, so, but there isn't a lot of people, so okay, we'll pay attention to these people. And now we are ready for takeoff. Timer is set to 0. The battery is a 4S 2200 milliampere hour. That's the autonomy. 4S, that's the power, that the most powerful battery for this airplane that you can put in this airplane. So with this battery it can climb unlimited vertically, and that's nice for doing acrobatics. Yes, okay, you see, it's a stall, short takeoff and landing. So we are facing the wind.
Timer reset.
Oh,
Timer reset.
I didn't use the right switch. I wanted to yes, I wanted to I wanted to get the flaps out, and I used the timer switch first instead of the flap switch. Thus I reset the timer, but okay, everything is all right. And let's start again. Normally, with this aircraft, which was released 4 years ago, you don't have any telemetry, no telemetry. But what I did, I put the ESC, the electronic speed controller, of another model, more recent model, and now I have telemetry available with this model,
Flaps up.
and I can see right now that the battery is between 80 and 90%, and that's nice. Before, when I didn't do this change, make this change, I had to use my battery checker to check the battery between two flights. Okay, now my transmitter displays the battery charge of the aircraft on the screen of the transmitter, and that's really nice. Telemetry doesn't exist, hasn't existed for a long time. 4 years ago there was no telemetry, but today if you buy such a model, you have telemetry, and that's pretty nice for checking the battery charge on the model on your transmitter. Okay, let's take off again. Okay, let's be careful with the sun. Not to have the sun in the eyes. Let's do a fast pass.
30 seconds.
Yes, very nice. Stall turn. Yes. Yes. And let's train the landings. And this time I've activated the right switch. 20%, 10% of throttle, 0 throttle. Yes, nice landing. Okay, there is some wind, about 20, I would say, yes, 20 kilometers per hour. Wind from the southeast. Okay, people with the dogs, they are on the margins of the field now. That's nice. So battery between 60 and 70%. So let's take off again. Stall turn. Yes, very nice.
1 minute.
And let's do a touch and go. Yes, a touch and go. Let's try at least to do a touch and go with no flaps. Well, no, it was not exactly a touch and go, it was just a slow pass. Let's try again, a touch and go. Well, with no flaps, well, it doesn't go down, huh? Okay, next time we will try to do the touch and go with the flaps. Okay,
Tap full flap.
full flaps. Full flaps. So, yeah, that was a little touch. Little touch.
Flaps up.
Yes, flaps up. So it flies better, faster without the flaps. And again,
Flap.
we try a touch and go. Yes, I would prefer actually a roll and go. Let's try a roll and go, but that's more difficult. Okay, the flaps are down, are out, full flaps. No, it didn't touch nor roll. So let's try again. Let's try again. Full flaps. Flaps are completely out, down. Okay, that was a touch and go, not really a roll and go. Okay, next time we land so that we can check the battery, look at the screen of the transmitter. Because when I fly, I cannot look at the screen of my transmitter. Impossible. I can't do that. I can't do that. Now I can. And I see that the battery is between 20 and 30%. Okay. So we can do at least two flights, or one big flight. We'll see. Okay, let's go. Stall turn. So I did take off without flaps because we had sufficient space.
Full flaps.
If you take off with the flaps, half down, it shortens the takeoff length.
Flaps up.
Okay, this was not a very pretty landing. It bounced. That's not nice. But it's okay. When it bounced, I gave some throttle, and so it didn't stall. Okay. Battery between 20 and 30%, so we can take off again. Well, I'm a little bit too nervous, and you can see it with the movement of the plane. That's not good, it's not scale. But I'm not
Full flaps.
an expert pilot, so sometimes, yes, I'm a little bit nervous. Yes, not an expert pilot, but sometimes I do pretty landings, pretty nice
Half
landings,
flaps up.
like this one. Okay, no dog, no human, except this young person playing football. Okay, okay. Fast pass, and stall turn, but yeah, it was not really a stall turn. It did capsize. Okay, it's very high, so I put the flaps out, full flaps. 10% throttle, and we land. Yes, very nice, very nice. Okay.
Flaps up.
Okay, battery 10%. So let's do a last flight with this battery. Okay. All right.
Full flaps.
And let's do a nice landing. Well, it was not a very nice landing, but it was okay.
Flaps up.
It was okay. Bonjour.
Évidemment, ça l'intrigue.
Ah bah,
Viens, on va regarder le
c'est, la curiosité est une qualité.
C'est
Hello.
un joli jouet. J'adore.
Ah ouais, 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 ouais. Moi aussi.
T'as vu comme c'est beau? Voilà, un petit avion. Tu vois? Et un petit bonhomme dedans. T'as vu? Un petit bonhomme. T'as vu? Puis là, oh, ça bouge. Ça bouge, ça bouge. T'as vu? C'est du plastique. Ah oui.
Half full flaps.
T'as vu?
Half flaps.
T'as vu? T'es content?
Flaps up.
Il va encore voler surtout.
Ouais, il peut encore faire un petit vol là avec sa batterie.
Avec la batterie, exactement. Joli, hein?
Mais j'ai d'autres batteries, c'est bon.
Ah,
Mais
ouais. Non, mais c'est un joli passe-temps. Très joli passe-temps.
les
C'est
jeux-
l'endroit idéal, vous avez la paix, il n'y a pas d'obstacle où il pourrait s'écraser contre. Enfin, faut faire
Si,
attention.
si, bah, il y a...
Ça
non,
fait
non,
pour
non,
les vents.
non, c'est bien, ici, c'est le
bien,
paradis,
hein.
c'est le paradis pour,
Ouais,
mais j'ai craché déjà des modèles dans ce grillage
Oh non, à cause du vent? Bien, non.
à cause de mon
Ah, d'accord.
mauvais pilotage.
Ouais.
Et
Ah, mince.
j'étais pas. Et puis aussi dans le Gaulle, là.
Ouais.
Mais ça met du piment dans le
Oui,
pilotage.
attends.
Ça
Oui.
met du piment.
Ouais.
Mais bon, un bon pilote, il vole avec précision.
Oui.
Et un débutant, c'est approximatif.
Puis ça évite de la casse.
Oui, bah oui.
Ah ouais.
Ouais,
Ça-
c'est
ça-
un crash, ça veut
Ça
dire
évite de la casse, hein.
c'est de la casse, oui.
Il va repartir. Il va voler. Ouais, regarde. Il va partir. Ciao l'avion.
Et puis, ben, j'ai aussi pour principe d'éviter, enfin, de ne jamais voler au-dessus des personnes. On ne sait jamais.
Oui, on sait jamais s'il y a un pépin, ben, il nous tombe dessus. Hein.
Ah, exactement.
Ça peut blesser
Ça m'est arrivé qu'un
Ça peut
cerveau moteur, hein, là, il y a des
Ouais.
petits moteurs
Ouais.
ben, qui flanchent en
Ouais.
plein vol.
Bah, voyez.
Et puis, je
Ouais,
contrôle plus rien.
C'est
Hein.
ça, c'est ça. Non, mais là, vous êtes tranquille, à personne, quasiment.
Ouais,
Bien, là.
ouais, c'est
Oui, il va voler,
c'est bien.
Il va faire
Comment on fait? Vous restez près de moi? Non, c'est le mieux alors. Je fais un
Ah
petit-
oui, faites un tour, puis que vous atterrissez et moi je retourne là-bas.
Voilà,
D'accord.
je fais un petit vol. De toute façon, je peux pas faire beaucoup plus.
Tu vas à côté de l'avion, je veux juste faire une photo, Zoé. À côté, encore. Il est gentil l'avion, il va pas te manger.
Non, non,
Ah, je fais une petite photo, Zoé.
non, il est gentil.
Il est gentil. Attends. Ah non, c'est le soleil là. Non. Voilà. Tu te mets un petit peu là, comme ça, à côté. Voilà, comme ça. Tu bouges plus. Et tu regardes mamie. Zoé. Tape.
Coucou.
Très bien. Voilà.
T'as fait encore avec moi.
Oui.
Tu me donnes la main?
Viens, donne la main au
Tu
monsieur.
me donnes la main?
Il veut une photo. Donne la main au monsieur.
Ouais, c'est bien.
Voilà.
Voilà,
Regarde Zoé.
voilà. Et merci pour la visite.
Mais c'est
Alors,
super, ça
oui,
m'intrigue.
le mieux, restez
oui,
là
oui, parce
jusqu'à
que-
ce que j'atterrisse.
Oui,
Et puis voilà.
tout à
Ok.
fait. On va regarder voler.
Bon, ça va être un peu tout petit vol parce que, vous voyez, là, j'ai
Regarde. Ouais.
10% de batterie
Ouais, mais ça fait rien, c'est juste le plaisir de,
et c'est pas
de
beaucoup.
le voir partir et de le voir atterrir.
Voilà. Ok.
Ok, regarde Zoé. Tu pars. Regarde.
Throttle cut off.
Voilà. Hey, il est parti. C'est génial.
Voilà.
5 minutes.
Alors comme le vent vient de l'est, donc je vais atterrir face à l'est. Enfin, non, en fait, il vient du sud-est.
Ouais.
Voilà.
Ouais.
Et donc, ben voilà, j'atterris face au vent, hein. Direction,
T'as vu, regarde.
direction sud-est. Là, il plane.
Il plane.
Oups.
On n'entend plus le moteur.
Aïe, aïe, aïe. Voilà,
Ah, t'as
là
vu?
c'est bon.
Trop bien, hein?
Et vous voyez, maintenant je suis à 0%.
Ah, il bouffe beaucoup, hein? La batterie. Il bouffe beaucoup, comme on dit, hein?
Ouais,
Hein?
ouais.
Attention, parce que t'as plus de batterie, mais ça veut dire.
Ah ouais. Alors ce qui se passe, si la batterie elle meurt en vol,
Ouais.
on garde quand même le
contrôle.
le contrôle. Ouais.
Ok.
Le moteur s'arrête, mais on garde
garde le
pendant une
contrôle.
minute ou deux
Ok.
le contrôle.
Bah ouais, mais il a plus de batterie, là. Il arrive plus à voler maintenant. Faut le recharger. Tu vois,
Voilà.
Fifi.
Ben, merci,
beaucoup.
merci pour la visite.
C'était sympa.
Okay, as you can see, my model doesn't capsize anymore like before. In previous flight sessions, it used to capsize sometimes, especially when rolling. And I found the trick to avoid capsizing. And the trick is when you let your model roll, always pull, fully pull the right stick here, the fully pull on the elevator. Yes. While you let the aircraft rolling, like now. Like now. You see? I completely pull on the elevator.
Throttle cut on.
Throttle cut on, also very important to protect you against the propeller, against yeah. You see, if I push the throttle stick, nothing happens, and that's the effect of the throttle cut. Let's have a look to the timer. Well, we flew almost 6 minutes, 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay, see you for the second flight in a few seconds. Okay, we are ready for the second flight. Again, it's a 4S battery, 22,000 milliampere hour in the aircraft. The same battery like for the first flight. 4S is a good power for this air tractor, E-flite Air Tractor 1.5 meter. 4S is ideal for acrobatics, and as I told you, we have telemetry, and now the battery is between 90 and 100%. We have a visit, but this helicopter is much higher, so we don't have to buffer. Control surfaces, always check them. Okay, the flaps, yes, everything is working fine, so we are ready for takeoff, facing the wind which comes from there, this direction. Okay, which is the southeast, yes. Okay, let's be careful. There is a lady with her daughter and 2 dogs. Yes, we have to be very careful. We have to be very careful. Okay, let's go. Elevator stick fully pulled. As I told you, very important to avoid capsizing. Yes, okay, let's go. Let's go.
30 seconds.
It's soaring, zero gas, zero throttle. Okay, and let's land
Full flap.
full flaps. Whoops! Oi, oi, oi. Not a good landing. Bouncing is never good, never good. Okay, battery is between 80 and 90%.
Half flaps up.
Okay, let's take off again.
1 minute.
And let's do a stall turn. You see the unlimited vertical climb. I love to climb vertically like this. Again, stall turn. Yes. Half loop, no, half roll and half loop. Okay, and let's land.
Full flaps.
Let's land. Oi, 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 oi. Ooh! Oi, 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 oi. Oh, my worst landing. Oi, 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 oi. Oh la la. Very bad, very bad. Oi, 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 oi. I hope I didn't break anything. No, it's okay. Oh, so I have to train further, to further train landings. Okay. Stall turn. Yes.
2 minutes.
It's soaring. Yes,
Full flap.
full flaps and soaring, zero throttle. And let's try a better landing. Oh, a lot of bouncing today. And I know why. It's because I put the battery a little bit more backwards.
Half flap.
So before I flew nose heavy, and now maybe it's a little bit tail heavy. That's why I don't succeed that good with my landings. I have to get accustomed with the tail heavy mode. Where is the lady? Okay, at least not in the middle of the field. That's good. Okay, so let's take off again. And next time we'll try not to bounce. It's not good bouncing. You can break your model. It can stall when it bounces. Okay, let's try
Full flap.
let's try a landing without bouncing. Not perfect, but oh, okay. there is a less wind, a little bit less wind. So let's take off towards the forest. We fly under the sun. The purpose was not to have the sun in the eyes.
Tap full flaps.
Okay, and let's try a bounce-less landing. Yes, better, much better. Okay,
Flaps up.
battery between 30 and 40%. Okay, let's take off towards the forest. Stall turn.
Full flaps.
It was an yeah, an approach with a lot of turns, a little bit nervous approach, but the landing was all right. Okay. Slow pass without flaps. Okay,
Full flaps.
and let's land again. It's soaring, as you can see. Yes, not bad. Battery between 20 and 30%. Nobody except this soccer playing person.
Flaps up.
Okay, let's take off. Which direction? Well, okay, let's take off towards the forest. Little stall turn. Soaring.
Full flaps.
Full flaps. Full flaps for landing. Yes, not bad, not bad. A little bit far from us, but it was okay. Okay, let's take off eastwards. Eastward. Eastward or eastwards? I don't know. Towards the east. Okay, let's go. Oh, this yellow color I love it because I can see so well my model. I love it. Yes, okay.
Full flaps.
It's very high, so we are soaring with the full flaps. Yes, very nice, very nice. Okay,
Flaps up.
battery between 10 and 20%. So it will be a short flight. Okay, let's take off towards the forest. Speedy pass. I'm always a bit nervous when I do fast passes.
Full flaps.
Okay, and we will do our last landing with this battery, and it was a nice landing, very good.
Flaps up.
I think one call it a greasy landing. Yes, graceful landing in any case. Okay. Pulling completely on the elevator stick. Pulling completely the elevator stick to avoid capsizing. And we will soon put a third battery in the model for our third flight. A few information about the real air tractor. It's an American aircraft. The building began in the 90s. It's used in the agriculture. It's not a lightweight aircraft at all. It's a little monster in reality. When it's empty, it weighs between 3 and 4 tons. It depends on the model. And when it's full of crop, for instance, it weighs almost 10 tons. So it's really a tractor, but a flying tractor, an air tractor. Very much used in the States and other countries, but not that much in
Throttle cut on.
our country here, Switzerland. The fields are too small. Okay, so it was a 5 minutes flight. That's what the timer
Reset.
tells us. It was a 5 minutes fly with this 4S battery, 2200 milliampere hour. Okay, so we see each other in I see you in a few seconds for the third flight. See you. Okay, we are ready for the third flight. Battery on board is 4S, 3200 milliampere hour. Okay, flaps.
Half flaps. Full flaps. Flaps
Okay,
up.
everything works well.
Throttle cut on.
So we are ready for takeoff. Battery is full. Okay, let's take off. It did capsize. It didn't do a correct stall turn.
1 minute.
Again, stall turn. Not bad, not bad. Stall turn on the right hand side. Okay, not bad. Half roll and half loop. Okay. There was a lady, but she's on the margin of the field now, so it's okay for
Full flaps.
a nice approach. Ooh, oh, oh la la, too much bouncing, too much bouncing. Okay, maybe it's a little bit tail heavy,
Flaps up.
maybe, but not too much. It's okay. The wind still coming from yes, from the southeast. Okay, let's take off again. It's soaring. Fast pass, and I was a little bit nervous, so thus I pulled a little bit too much and it climbed. Let's try again a fast pass. Yoo-hoo! Stall turn. Yes! Half roll. Ooh! Not very in the axis. Half roll and half loop. Okay, stall turn. Yes. Soaring, 0 throttle. Okay. And let's
Full flap.
land full flaps. Let's try not to bounce. A little bit, but not too bad.
Flaps up.
Okay. Where does the wind come from? It looks like it comes from the east. Okay. Let's take off towards the east. Oh, the lady is crossing the our approach field. Oh. Okay, we'll have to be careful. Okay, but here the field is free space, and that's okay for taking off.
3 minutes.
Oh, look how it climbs. Unlimited climbing. Unlimited climbing. Vertical climbing. This is what is possible to do with a 4S battery
Full flap.
on this model. It's a bit high, but it's okay. It's okay. Nice landing. A bit far from us, but it's okay. Where is the lady? Okay, she isn't anymore in the axis of our approach, so that's good.
Flaps up.
That's good. Okay, let's take off in direction of the east, between the pylons. Stall turn. Soaring. Half roll and half loop. Oh, not good. I went out of the axis. A lot of obstacles here, as you see. Pylons, goals. So one has to be very careful when you fly here. A lot of obstacles. I crashed a few models in these obstacles. So now I'm very careful, very careful. Like now, you see, I target the center between the two obstacles, the goal and the other obstacle. Too much bouncing again. Battery 20%, so we can do a nice nice flight with some acrobatics. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Woo. Yes, I remain in the good axis, the good direction. Okay, so first we can prepare for a bounce-less landing. Bounce-less landing. I don't want to bounce. No, no. Okay, battery between 10 and 20%. Thus we can do now this time a little flight. Little flight. Okay, let's take off again. Stall turn. Okay. Soaring.
5 minutes.
50% throttle. And now zero
Full flap.
throttle. Woo! It's diving. Woo! Yes! Not too bad. Battery still between 10 and 20%.
Flaps up.
So let's take off again for a small flight. Let's take off towards the forest, and then we won't do acrobatics, just an approach and a landing. Yes, 10%, well, between 10 and 20%. We don't know if it's 11 or 19%, but we know it's not much. So we are doing a really
Full flap.
small flight. Yes! Wow! Very nice landing. And you know what? It says, transmitter tells me it's still between 10 and 20%. Okay, thus we can take off again. And this time in the direction
Flaps up.
of the east. Look how nice it is, this yellow color. How good we see it. Yeah, it's the best color for the eyes, for
Half full flap.
seeing, for watching this, for piloting this model. Ooh! Oh yeah. Ooh la la! Oh, that was
Flaps up.
that was a risky landing, almost in the obstacle there. Wow. Okay, let's roll to our terminal. Can it turn? Yes. Okay. Excellent. Let's fly. Let's fly to the... Ooh. Oh la la. What am I doing? Oh la 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 la. Ooh. I wanted to fly just a few centimeters above the ground, but it went up. I didn't expect that. So let it roll back.
6 minutes.
That's really magic, huh? Remote control, radio control, that's magic, really. Look how it obeys. That's really great. Magic, flying is magic, but radio control is also magic. So this hobby, I tell you, is magic, really. Magic that you can control remotely, a model so precisely, that precisely is really magic. Really magic. All right.
Throttle head on.
Okay, this is the end of the third flight, and we still have a battery, one battery for a fourth flight. Okay, see you in a few seconds for this fourth flight. Okay, we are ready now for the fourth flight. It's 5 o'clock. Almost no wind anymore. You see, the windsock is vertical, and that's good news. I like to fly with no wind. I don't see anybody on the fields. That's good. The battery on board the Air Tractor now is is 3S.
Timer reset. Timer reset.
Timer reset. Okay. Yes, the battery is a 3S battery, 3200 milliampere hour. That means less power, but still a good autonomy. Yeah, we should be able to fly at least 7 minutes. Oh, these are people coming here. Oh, I don't like that, but let's see. Okay. Oh, I had the sun in the eyes, and that's not good at all. Okay, you know what? We'll land because there are people coming, and we can land in any directions, any direction. Okay, where are they? They are still on the way. Normally I fly in the morning, and I think I notice that in the morning it's quieter. There are less people than in the afternoon. Okay. Okay, let's take off northwards, towards north. while there is nobody on the field, but there is a man who is coming, so let's take off before he crosses the field.
1 minute.
Stall turn. Okay, and
Full flap.
let's prepare to land. Yes. Okay. Oh, it stays on the margin, and that's pretty nice. Thank you, Mister. Thank you for not crossing the field while I'm flying, so we can take off immediately. Let's go. Let's do a fast pass. Woo! Oy, 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 oy. Oh la la. It was a low pass at the end, very low, very fast. So that's, I took some risks. Okay, let's prepare for a nice landing.
Full flap.
Full flaps. Yahoo! Yes, nice landing, but a bit too far from us. Yes. Oh, yeah. There are people in every directions. I have to be careful, very careful. Battery 70%.
Flaps up.
Okay, let's take off towards the forest. Stall turn. Soaring, 0 throttle. And let's try a roll and go. Roll and go. It should roll and then take off again. Woo! Ah, no, it was more a touch and go than a roll and go. Let's try again. Let's try again.
Flaps up.
Flaps up. We'll pull them out for the landing.
Full flap.
Now in the approach, not the landing. Roll and go, roll and go with full flaps. Again, it was a touch and go, not a roll and go. It's more difficult, a roll and go.
3 minutes.
Oh, be careful, Bertrand, with the obstacles. Okay. Again, let's try a roll and go. Not bad, but too much bouncing. But yeah, it was more a roll and go than a touch and go. Let's try again, a roll and go. Soaring, 0 throttle, 10%, 20%, 30, and full throttle. Yes, that was better. That was much better.
4 minutes.
Okay, let's try again. But before we try again, we will land, really land, completely land, to check the screen of my transmitter and to check the battery. Yes, oh, very nice landing. I love it. Close to me. Yeah, nice landing. Okay, battery is between 40 and 50. So we can train again, rolls and go, roll and go. Yes. Stall turn. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Let's prepare
Full flaps.
the approach with full flaps. Well, it didn't roll, but it was nice. I was a few centimeters too high above the ground. Let's try again
5 minutes.
for a roll and go. Soaring, 10%, 20% throttle, 30, 40, and full throttle. Yeah, that was nice. That was a roll and go, not a touch and go. A real roll and go. Let's try again. Let's try again. Okay, the flaps are fully out, fully down. Okay. Ah! Oh my God, it almost capsized, almost. Yeah, that's a risky maneuver, roll and go in the grass. Very risky maneuver. Sorry. Ooh. Let's try again, but with more throttle. I didn't have enough throttle. Okay, 20% throttle, 20%, 25%. Yeah, this time I had too much throttle. Let's try again. Let's try again. Okay, soaring, 10%, 15%, throttle. Woo! Almost capsized. Yeah, difficult maneuver, rolling and going, roll and go. Let's try again.
7 minutes.
We have full flaps. Let's target the center here. Ooh! Yeah, too much throttle. Okay, next time we land in order to check the screen of my transmitter and to check the battery charge of the aircraft. Okay, now battery 20%. Okay, so we can still train a little bit, roll and go.
Flaps up.
Okay. I'm flying low because of the sun, to avoid having the sun in the eyes. Okay,
Full flaps.
full flaps. Maybe we could train the roll and go without flaps, but that will be for a next time.
Flaps up.
Because this is our last battery, our last fly,
Full flaps.
and I think we are between 10 and 20% of charge. That's not much. Thus, we have no time to train new things. Okay, let's land. Let's land to check the battery. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, la, la. Okay, battery between 10 and 20%. Okay, we can still do a little flight. Okay, there are people
Tap flaps up.
there, so let's take off now before they cross the field. Yes. Right, 9 minutes, not bad, with this 3S battery, and I think this will be
Full flaps.
it will be our last flight. I think we'll see. Yes, 0% battery charge, so we have to roll to our terminal, to our stuff, to our things. Okay, let's roll, and you know what? Let's fly to our things. Yeah, let's fly 2 centimeters above the ground. Well, it was more rolling than flying, but it's okay. It's okay. The battery is between 0 and 10%. Yes, I told it several times. I don't understand why the transmitter doesn't tell us the battery charge with the audio system. It can tell us the battery voltage, but it can't tell the battery charge percentage. And because of that, when I want to know the charge, I have to learn to be able to watch the screen of my transmitter, and it would be really nice if the audio system would tell us the battery charge, because voltage doesn't tell me anything. I would prefer to know the percentage on an audio way. Okay, so that was it. This is it. 4 flights in this nice afternoon, and I will leave you here, and I tell you goodbye.